All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me for Gretchens Norwex party. I know that a lot of you had things going at party time, so that's okay. We're going to go through and do everything so you can check it out on the recording later, which is totally great. I have to apologize for my voice. I have been spray painting my son's car, and even though I have been wearing a mask, this is what breathing the fumes in has done to me, which is why we really try to avoid toxic chemicals in our home, and aerosols are one of those things that really can affect you, even though you may not really think that it's hurting you. So I'm sorry if I have to keep clearing my throat. I'll do my best. Come on, my sink. I can't even talk over my sink. So, hey, Scott. Well, let Scott jump on. Hi, Scott. Welcome. I think you and Gretchen are together, so that's awesome.
Can you see us?
I can't see you, no. Yeah. There you are. Hey, guys.
That's my friend.
Nice to meet you, Scott.
Nice to meet you.
So ask me any questions as we go through this. Sorry about my voice. I was just explaining I was spray painting my son's car. I've been wearing a respirator, but it has still killed me. And I haven't talked all day to try and have a voice for tonight.
I'm so sorry for you.
All right, I feel totally fine. I just can't talk.
That's crazy.
No, it's totally nuts. But so if I keep clearing my throat, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep a voice coming out. So my name is Jen. I have been sharing Norwex for 3 years, since June of 2020. I got started with Norwex because my father-in-law was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's in his early 70s, like 71. Actually, yeah, he passed away in June of 2020 as well.
Wow.
And when he was given that diagnosis, it was just after my first son was born. We did all kinds of research. And we found that 1, it was genetic, the kind that he had, and 2, that chemicals were catalysts to bringing it on sooner. And so we decided that we were not going to use chemicals in our home as best we could. So we started cleaning with vinegar and essential oils. And if you've ever cleaned your house with vinegar, you know that smell never goes away. It just stays forever. And I never really felt like our house was really that clean. So when I got invited to a Norwex party, I came and I was totally like, no way that I can clean my house with a cloth and water. I was absolutely floored that I could clean my house with a cloth and water, and I didn't have to smell vinegar anymore. And I was so excited. And so I had a party and I got all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to have more. I need to shout it from the rooftops. Everybody needs to know how cool these things are. So I signed up to be a consultant, and this is what I do for my full-time job. This is how we support our family. I love getting to share these products with people and getting to change your homes as well, because Norwex just makes it so much easier. Gretchen will tell you, she's like, oh yeah, it's there. You love it, right? Once you have it, you're wondering, how did I ever live without this stuff? So there are a lot of things that I want to show you, but tonight I want to go over like our top 5 products to really change the way that you clean your home. It's called our Safe Haven 5 set. And I got something special for you, Scott. Just happened today, a flash sale that you can get a beach towel on. So our beach towels are not normally for sale. Like, we usually only have them for like maybe a limited edition sale during the year, maybe twice a year. This just started today. So it is a spend and get. So when you spend $130, you can add the beach towel for $25.
Wow. And how much are they normally? Like
normally they're 60. So it's 58.
Oh, wow.
It's 58% off.
Wow.
It's fantastic. So, and it's this blue one, which is totally manly. Blue with the geometric on the other side. So it's dual-sided. It has I'm sure you've seen Gretchen's, has the zippered pocket.
Mine doesn't have that.
I know, because you got the first one that I got and it didn't have the zippered pocket. This is how big it is. Like, it's the size of a book. It's pretty awesome. And it dries you super well, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't even have to rub.
I even did a video for my old landlord because he didn't think that a microfiber towel, he said it's just going to be rubbing the water around. So I put it on my video and I got out of the pool and I went, because it was the first time I used it. And I was like, floored. Like, my swimsuit doesn't drip in my sandals after walking home from the pool.
Yep, it grabs everything. I remember seeing your video that you posted. You're like, look, you don't even have to rub. And she just went like this and then took it off and her arm was totally dry. So love these beach towels. I was super excited because I know Gretchen had told me, like, Scott wants the beach towel probably and wants some bath towels. I'm like, okay, I'll do what I can. Okay. I told her, I'm like, I got a beach towel in my stock, but I don't have them for sale. And then this came out today, started today. So
That's crazy.
super
Okay.
excited. So let me show you guys the Safe Haven products. I know that our text messages, I was kind of showing you more ways you can take Norwex on the go and some other products. So we're going to cover the basics right now. So the first thing that comes in our Safe Haven 5 set is the Enviro cloth. This is literally our E for everything cloth. You get it wet and you can clean every surface with this cloth, okay? This will remove 99% of bacteria using only water. For those tougher jobs, we have a couple of safe cleaners that you can use as well that are not bringing toxic chemicals in your home. But for the most things, the Enviro cloth will amaze you with what it can get clean. So there are three things that make this microfiber cloth really special. The first one is the fibers. So to be considered a microfiber, your fiber has to be 1/6 the diameter of a human hair. That's pretty small, right? 1/6 of a hair. It's also the perfect density, I think, to like stick to your hands. If you ever grab microfiber and it like sticks to your skin, you're like, ugh. Nobody likes the touch of microfiber. Norwex is 1/200th the diameter of a human hair. It is super, super fine and it's super, super dense. Because of that, it doesn't stick to your skin, but it also is so fine that it can you can put it on a stain on your clothes and it can get in between the fibers of your clothes and literally pull out stains. Like it blows my mind. If you were actually to unravel this cloth, yeah, cool, right? If you unraveled this cloth, it would stretch all the way from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico. There's 10 million feet of fiber in an Enviro cloth. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, the second thing that makes it so special is the way it's woven. So your disinfecting wipes, paper towels, kitchen cloths, they're all woven in the shape of a circle. You ever tried to grab anything with a circle before? It's not very effective, right? You can hit it, you can knock it around, but you cannot grab it. Norwex is woven in the shape of a star. So it literally has fingers. So as you're going across your surfaces, all these fingers are grabbing and holding on to anything that you pick up, whether you can see it or feel it or not. And it's going to stay there till you go over to your sink, run it under some hot water and wash it away. The third thing that makes this cloth so special is what we call backlock. Backlock is microsilver. Okay, if you're not familiar with microsilver, microsilver has been used for a long time in the healthcare industry. It's that goop they put on newborn babies' eyes, burn victims, they put it on their skin to keep them from getting bacterial infections. People get bed sores and they will lay on a silver cloth to keep it from getting an infection. So it is in this cloth. It's embedded in the fibers. It can't be washed out. What this does for the cloth is as you use your cloth during the day, you're going to rinse it out really good. You're going to wring it out and you're going to hang it to dry. As this cloth dries, that microsilver goes to work purifying this cloth, literally ridding it of the things that are stinky, smelly, and gross and building up mildew and grossness in it so that you can use it over and over and over again without having to wash it every single time you use it. So I will go a whole week before I wash my microfiber. So our kitchen cloths, our bath towels, the hand towels that we use, I only do my Norwex laundry 1 day a week. And I have a family of 7. I used to do a load of bath towels every single day, because you used them once and they smell. We can go 2 weeks with the same bath towels now. I don't even have to wash them every week. Sometimes I don't wash them every week. I was like, I don't have time for laundry this week. So I told you how cool this is. I want to show you how cool this is. I have got here one of our rice husk cutting boards. Norwex has got stuff for like every part of your home. One of the biggest things that we try to protect the planet from is waste plastic. This is made out of rice husks, so it's actually biodegradable. It will biodegrade, right? But it's got that cool silicone base, so it's not going to slide when you're using it. A nice drip tray, and I absolutely love it. It's super, super great and easy to clean. And then I have got these protein test swabs. I get these from a health inspection company. These are what health inspectors use when they go in and test a restaurant for cleanliness. These are testing for proteins. Now, proteins are smaller than a bacteria. And Norwex is proven to remove 99% of bacteria, 99% of bacteria with just water. So we're going to test it against proteins. So I want to show you how this works. Green is clean. Cutting board is clean. We've got a clean surface. We're going to take a piece of raw chicken here. Very juicy, slimy raw chicken. Oh yeah, good stuff. All right. Oh man, that is so slimy. I've been using the same piece of chicken for a week, so it's like extra slimy. Yeah. All right. In the presence of proteins, this is what this does. Show you how it works here. When there are proteins present, that immediately is going to turn purple. Okay. Now I'm going to take my EnviroCloth, which is just wet with water. It's barely even wet. You probably should get it wet, and wipe that cutting board off. Get with your counter, clean it off. Do test swab. Really, 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 really good. Check it out. Pretty cool, right? Now, what if I took my cloth and I was like, oh, I cleaned up something and maybe I didn't know, right? One of those times where you spill the egg, gets over the counter and it doesn't really get all the way cleaned up, right? You clean it up and then you keep on cleaning your counter. Are you going to be spreading stuff all over? We don't want to do that, right? So let's test it out. Let's check out rub it on our cloth a little bit. Remember, those super fine fibers are literally holding on and they do not want to let it go until you've taken it to your sink and rinse it under some water. Now I'll just show you it's a non-trick swab. I bet I can make it turn purple. Test it on the chicken. Now it's definitely purple. I'm actually so confident that this cutting board is clean that I'm willing to do this. Take a big old lick right out of that sucker that just had raw chicken on it. And I've been doing that since June of 2020 and I have not gotten sick yet. Crazy, right?
You're a brave woman, Jenny.
I am a brave woman because guess what? When I was pregnant with my first son, I actually got E. coli and I spent a week in the hospital. So
Wow.
to do that, like, especially in the beginning, was a real big leap of faith for me. So I'm like, I do not want to land in the hospital for a week. But I know that the surface is clean. So which is a great, great feeling. You're like, I can wipe my surface down and I know it's going to be clean. All right. So when you've got an EnviroCloth in your arsenal, you are going to be able to get rid of all of those spray cleaners that are hiding under your sink, all the stuff that's taking up the top closet space or the laundry room space, because you're not going to need all of those all-purpose spray cleaners that you're using for all kinds of different textured surfaces, right? You got the hardwood, you got appliances. This one's going to tackle it all for you. So the EnviroCloth has got a best friend. The best friend to the EnviroCloth is the window cloth. So I like to think of these as like wax on, wax off. I use this one wet to clean. I use this one dry to shine. So I'm going to show you how these guys work together here. Whoa, got some really melty butter. All right, I want you to think of like your sliding glass door, maybe the doggy nose prints, kiddo's hand prints, toothpaste on your mirror, right? You don't have to grab a spray cleaner. You don't have to grab half a roll of paper towels to clean up the mess. You grab your wet EnviroCloth and it is going to get all of the grease, all of the grime, dirt, mud, whatever it is. Your EnviroCloth is going to grab it. And then you take your window cloth and you're going to dry it. And this is going to leave you with a beautiful streak-free shine, whether it is your windows, your mirrors, your appliances, top of your stove. Check that out. My camera says, hey, what's up, guys? Pretty easy, right? I love how easy these ones are to work together. And it's literally, you can go through your whole house and clean all your windows. And all you need is a wet cloth and a dry cloth. And they're all going to be streak free and beautiful and shiny. So you can get these two as a basic package. They will totally change the way that you clean. Makes it so much faster and easier. But there's lots of other good stuff too. So the next thing that comes in the Safe Haven 5 set is the cleaning paste. This one is like, I don't know, any parent, if you're a parent, you should have this stuff because everybody has had the days where they've come in and their kids have taken a Sharpie to their walls and left some artwork for mom and dad, or maybe they used crayons, made a big old mess. And you grab one of those magic things, right? And you're rubbing, you see all the paint and all of the nastiness coming down from that. Don't need to worry about that anymore. Grab your EnviroCloth, get it wet. This is called a paste, but it is more like a hard chalk. This will last the average family like 2 to 3 years. You don't need very much. So all you do, you get your EnviroCloth wet, you rub it in there, and then you just clean the surface. It'll take off Sharpie. It'll take off the black marks from your vacuum, on your baseboards. It'll take off all the crud that gets around your doorknobs, right? They get really nice and dirty sometimes. Where your pets go. You can see it coming off in my cloth there. Where your pets rub against the walls and they leave their oily markings. Check that out.
Very nice.
Isn't that cool? So the cleaning paste has a best friend too. I love to use the cleaning paste to clean my oven. My kids cook frozen pizza all the time, and they notoriously burn cheese to the bottom of my oven. You're not getting a look there, I promise.
I just spilled pizza juice into the bottom of his oven today.
So these are my favorite things to use to clean the oven. I get this guy wet. This is a Sperry sponge. It's a scratch-free sponge and is made with silver, so it's not going to harbor bacteria. A typical kitchen sponge can have 45 billion bacteria after just one use for your dishes. This one's not going to do that. You just rinse it out, let it dry. Sorry, Wednesday night, my kids have young men's.
Uh-huh.
You just let it dry, so it's not going to harbor bacteria. But you get this guy wet, rub it in your cleaning paste. You can tackle the stove, the oven, the burnt on crud, takes it off super, super easy. If you have one of those times where like the pie overflows and all the things, and it's a really big mess, we have an oven and grill cleaner that is enzyme based, and you spray the enzymes in there. You just let them sit and do their thing for 15 minutes. You come back and you wipe it away. It's absolutely mind blowing and so much easier to clean with. And you can breathe the whole time. Like you don't have to open the windows. You don't have to nuke the house. You just spray it in there. You can walk around with the oven open. It's fine. I like that. It's really cool. Okay. Next thing that comes is the dust mitt. Do you guys like to dust? No. Nobody loves to dust. Dusting is of the devil. And you guys get sand. So not only dust, but you got like sand, dust, and sand all over the place. So the dusting mitt is one of those things that really can save a lot of time for you. So if you look at this is the same microfiber. So it's the same super fine fiber with a star-shaped weave, but it has got a super, super plush texture to it. So when I dust, I like to grab 2 of these, and I like become the dusting ninja. You use static charge. So you charge them up, you can rub it against your pants. Just have one, right? Charge it up, and then you can tackle the dust. It doesn't poof it into the air. It doesn't knock it onto the ground. Holds it in your hand. It's not even going to come out. This is locked in there. So if I was to do my ceiling fan blades, because I hate to dust, right? So I do it once a year, twice a year when I turn them around. This is what one blade will look like. Like, oh man, there's a lot of dust in that. Just grab my rubber brush, take my rubber brush, I knock the dust out. So I would do this outside or maybe over my garbage can. And then I can just keep on dusting, keep on going. I can do my whole house, not have to wash this thing. Actually, I usually only wash my dusting mitts. So I can take this outside and beat it on the side of my house. I do it all the time, right? Knock all the dust out of it. When I wash my window screens, get this guy wet, rub the window screens, makes them clean like in 3 seconds. But this gets really, really dirty. That's the day that I wash my dusting mitts is when I clean my windows. But it is super handy for doing that. It's also great for getting the sand off. So if you go out to the beach, you come in, you like wipe your foot with the dusting mitt. It's going to take all the sand off. The sand will shake out of this really easily, and then you don't have sand all over your house. So love the dusting mitts. They really make dusting way, way faster. And this guy too. This is the Enviro wand. It is got the same dusting mitt side here, and then it's got the Chanel type. So you can have really a lot of dust, and you can bend and flex this one. So you like do your ceiling fan blades. You can reach up and get the cabinetry up where the spiders are hiding. You can reach that. You can hook this to the mop handle, so give you really high extension reach. And it's got a cool little tool in the bottom, so you can clean your keyboard and your window sills and all those little.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, right in the bottom of your hand.
That. I didn't know
Is
that.
your handle blue or gray?
Oh, I don't know. Mine's my fuzzy part's green.
Okay, so your handle doesn't have that.
Okay.
You can buy just this handle, the new one, because they changed the handle when they went to the blue one. So my green one doesn't have it either. Just the handle was just a handle. With the new one, they added that little tool in there. It's only $9.99 for the handle.
Okay.
So it's not expensive.
I probably didn't.
Okay, let's see. We are at laundry. I'm going to ask you guys a question. What do you think has the highest concentration of known harmful chemicals that you bring into your home?
Well, since you talked about laundry, I'm going to guess Tide.
Tide is a big offender. It is not Tide.
Oh.
Something else that you might use for your laundry.
Oh, dryer sheets.
Yep, dryer sheets. Dryer sheets carry the most, the highest concentration of known harmful chemicals, even more than toilet bowl cleaner.
Even like the unscented ones.
Even the unscented ones, because the things that they put in them to make your fabrics not stick and not have static, they break down into VOCs, which cause headaches. They cause dizziness. They can cause asthma, respiratory illness, cancer, all kinds of nasty stuff come from VOCs when they get heated. That's what they cause. They have acetone in them, which also causes dizziness. Even at the unscented ones, probably not as much, but the scented ones, fragrance, the word fragrance can hide 400 different chemicals. So when something says it's fragrance, you have no clue what is in that sucker. But fragrance often is the cause of eczema and dermatitis. So if you suffer from those kind of things, it's probably from a fragrance in your laundry detergent or dryer sheets. Switching to dryer balls is the easiest way to ditch the dryer sheets. They naturally soften your fabrics, so you don't need fabric softener. They actually reduce drying time because they help keep the laundry separated in your dryer. And so they make it go faster. And you don't have to deal with all of those nasty things that come with dryer sheets. So there's also laundry detergents. Check out this bag of laundry detergent. How many loads of laundry do you think I can do with this bag of laundry detergent?
Turn it sideways. I want to see how fat it is. Okay. Okay. Oh, I just saw the amount, but I'm not going to say.
That's okay. It has an amount on there. I'll show you the amount. Maybe. That's like, there you go. That's how many it says it does.
Huh.
Okay. This is a half bag. This isn't a full size. This is a half bag. It says it does 55 loads. Okay. I have an HE machine and I have soft water. I need 1 teaspoon of this detergent to do a load of laundry. I have all boys in my house, just so you know. 3 of them are bigger than me. The other 2 are getting darn close. They all play sports. They get sweaty, they get nasty, and they get gross. Use 1 teaspoon to do a load of laundry. Out of a full-size bag, I will get almost 300 loads of laundry out of a full-size bag. So this one, I'd probably get 120, 115. Because there's no fillers in this. There's no fillers that are, fillers are oftentimes shredded. They can be shredded bone, they can be animal fat, they can be sheetrock dust, they can be sawdust. Water is often a big filler as well. Those fillers will build up in your drain lines. They will go through your septic system. They go into the waterways. They make it into the ocean. They're bad for septic systems if you have a septic system, but they also build up in your appliances. So using a laundry detergent that is completely biodegradable, this is safe for the environment. Same with our laundry strips and our liquid detergent, all of them. This
Never
one,
heard of the laundry strips.
the laundry strips. So I rip mine in half. We use half a strip when we do a load of laundry. They come as a sheet with 2 together like that. We rip them in half and then rip them in half again. The laundry strips, they do have a blossom scent. It is brought on by essential oils. We only use essential oils to scent our things. So I get 72 loads out of this, and there's absolutely no waste with this. This is compostable. You can put it in your garden. You can throw it in your recycle. It's just a little bit of cardboard. So these are really nice, and they're super great to travel. They actually got the Good Housekeeping's #1 best laundry detergent for travel award this year. And the EnviroCloth and the cleaning paste received Good Housekeeping's #1 best cleaning combo this year as well, which is pretty cool. So the laundry strips and the liquid detergent are both enzyme based. So they are really great at tackling odors, stains, because those enzymes really target those things and they go after them and get rid of them. When my kids come home from sports and they're really, really sweaty, I will go with the liquid detergent. I use 1 squirt. So this is measured, it's pre-measured. You use 1 squirt. It says 1 squirt for a small load, 2 for a medium, 3 for a large. I use 1 squirt for a large load because of our water softness, right? So I will actually get 230 loads of laundry out of this 1 little bottle. It just lasts so long. And then the powder detergent, you can use this for lots of other things. I like to put it in my carpet cleaner. I use 1 tablespoon per gallon in my carpet cleaner and can clean my carpets. There's no smells afterwards. And the best thing is they're not crunchy afterwards. You ever cleaned your carpet and you're like, it's crunchy? when you get done and it dries and you're like, I gotta vacuum it now 10 times to try and get rid of the crunch and get my carpet to be soft again. Or you actually read the directions and it says after you wash it, you have to go over and do it with just plain water to try and get that so it's not crunchy. Didn't read the directions the first time. I had crunchy carpet. I read the directions next time. And now I don't use it. I use my laundry detergent and my carpet comes out clean. I also use it to make like magic spray. So magic spray, if you want to have a cleaner, some people mentally can't like, I can just grab this cloth and water and clean. They want to have something to spray. Magic spray is the answer. 1 teaspoon, 16 ounces of water, safe for all of your surfaces. Even your stone, natural stone, totally safe. Use that in your EnviroCloth. You have an all-purpose spray cleaner. Also works as like a spot cleaner in your carpet. Did you get to see the mop demo?
No.
Okay, so in one of those text messages that I sent a demo with the mop. I'm going to show you really quick, but that demo is really cool because I'm actually cleaning my garage and our freezer got left open and had ice cream all down my garage. And then my dog decided to pee in it. So it was a really big mess. And the mop cleaned it up with just water. But I want to show you how this mop works. So one, it doesn't matter how tall you are or how short you are. You can use this mop without hurting your back because it's got an adjustable handle. This is a scuff remover. So you can use this and it will remove the scuffs that get on your floor. And this is a handle, so it will hang on your countertops. So let's see. I put, you see it? Oh, there it is. A little white spot on my floor there.
No.
Right over here. Okay, so the mop comes with a dry mop pad and a wet mop pad. You can use a swivel motion to sweep. That way you can keep all the stuff in front of you. It uses the same like static charge like the dusty mitt does. So you can see all of that lovely whiteness in my mop pad. So you would use this, go over to your garbage can and you just lake it all into your garbage can. And then this is good to use another day, right? And then it has a wet mop pad. And it just Velcros on. So it's super easy you're done, right? Ready to go. You can lock it. So it has got a locking mechanism here. Push that down and then it won't swivel. It'll just go forward and back. So it makes it really easy to mop. But one of the coolest things when you're mopping, and one of the worst things, right? One of the worst things you can get is streaks on your floor or footprints, right? Because what causes those is when you have chemicals, you've used chemicals to clean your floor, and then somebody walks on it. And the chemicals actually are adhering to your feet, your puppy's paws, whatever. The chemicals are coming off the floor, and that is what's leaving the footprints. So even if I walk on this floor wet, I know you're not going to be able to see them, maybe. I don't know. It'll leave footprints because of the water's coming off on my shoes. But when it dries, it won't have footprints on it because there's no chemical residue to leave the footprint marks.
You know, I was going to say, I had a housekeeper come one day and I'm usually there when she's there, but that day I wasn't. And she must have used some type of cleaner on my wood floors.
Oh,
and it was sticky. I had to go over it with my Norwex. Like, well, I didn't use any like laundry soap or anything. I was just using water. But it took like 3 times before I could get all that residue off because it felt like I was just walking on sticky wax.
Yeah,
Hated it.
so nasty. So yeah, you can use the Ultra Power Plus and get the residue off faster. So, and if you don't have the mop sprayer, you can just put in some spray, spray it, especially where it's really sticky. I'm sorry. That's just hateful when they do that.
She did a nice job cleaning the house. She just didn't remember that I show people when they come to clean for me. This is my mop. This is how it works. Do you know what I left? I have the one your size, and then I have the smaller ones. When I moved here, I left the big one in North Dakota, and I have the smaller ones down here because my place was really small where I moved into first. Yeah. And I feel like my daughter's visiting her dad right now. I'm like, you need to bring me my mop heads.
Put it in your suitcase.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mops really do save a lot of time. They just make it so much easier. I keep my,
well, you can imagine with how much sand, and I'm always barefoot. I'm not the tidiest person. So yeah, I have that small size.
Yep.
And you know what? The big thing around here too is our sliders, because of the sea. they get so gross and grimy.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought the slider attachment, you know,
Uh-huh.
for windows or whatever, but it's the big one, and I have the small mop
Small map.
system.
Okay. So
But
it
anyway,
has, we have the window attachment for the small size too.
okay.
You can get that. And the Chanel mop pad, which is a dry one, looks like this, but it's gray now. This is really great for grabbing like your sand and stuff too, if it gets on the floor, or popcorn. Apparently I got popcorn in mine. This is what we use because my dog sheds like an animal. Terrible animal. And so this is usually what's on mine, is so I can hurry and sweep my floor up really quick. It grabs all the pet hair, and then I just have to clean it out, and then it looks like my floor's been mopped, which is great because I don't mop all the time. I'm with you. I got in and out all the time. My kids, I'm like, why do I even bother trying?
One of my other favorite things since I moved to the beach is, well, I loved it in North Dakota, but I got the doormat.
Yes.
Because seriously, I go over that one time and all the sand's off my feet.
Yes.
And I go out back in my back patio when it's really dirty out there, and I don't have to worry about anything because I just wipe them off on there.
The entry mat grabs everything.
Everything.
So,
it is
cool
the
things.
best entry mat ever.
It is. Like we have one at every single door. My dog loves them. She lays on them all the time. But one of the coolest things when we go camping, we take 2 entry mats. The one that's down in the stairs, so everybody's walking in, right, all the dirt and stuff, it gets filthy. The one that is I got 3 steps into my trailer. The one at the top is clean. Because it is mind-blowing how that everything grabs, that first one grabs everything. And then the one to get into the trailer is usually just has dog hair on it because that's where my dog lays. But yes, they grab everything. And the entry mat is on the splash sale that started today, and the mop. So you can grab the mop at a killer still, and the entry mat at a great deal too. Right now, this flash sale is going till August 1st at noon Central Time. So for all your duration of your party, you can get any of the skincare, the sunscreen, the new mineral sunscreen. I sent you guys a little video about the new mineral sunscreen too. And then the skincare and the beach towel is the spend and get. And you can get this small bag of the laundry detergent, I think for like $14 or something. But like I said, this will make me like 100 and something loads of laundry. I don't know if you guys have got soft water, but it just depends on how hard your water is and how much you need. I don't know anybody who actually uses the full-size scoop. Like I get mine and we just throw the scoop away, and I put a teaspoon measuring spoon in there, and that's all we use.
Wow.
And even like the laundry or the dishwashing detergent, so I have a note on the top of mine. I'm like, fill it to the scoop, the line on the scoop. So this is how big the scoop is, and this is how much we actually use.
Jeez.
That is all that we need to do a full laundry load or dishwasher load. And so this will last us, and my dishwasher, it's running right now, runs all the time, at least twice a day. And this will last like 4.5, 5 months.
Wow.
Of that little thing, because there's no fillers in it. And when you do those like pods, right? Little Tide pods or the dishwasher pods, the plastic in those, it's upstairs, but I have a Tide pod sitting in a cup of water. It's been sitting there for like 7 months. It's still not all the way dissolved, that plastic part. Norwex detergent is all going to dissolve in a matter of minutes, if it even takes minutes to dissolve completely in water.
And Norwex is a company that originated in Norway, correct?
Correct. Yep. Norwex stands for Norwegian Experience. We originated in Norway. We actually just celebrated our 29th birthday last month. It is a debt-free company and just has a fantastic mission to really make homes safer. Our desire is just to make homes your safe haven, so you don't have to have those harmful chemicals in them, and it helps you, it helps the planet. We do a lot of like things for the ocean. All of our bottles are all made with ocean-bound plastic. They paid for like 2 sea bins, those great big things that are like a trash dump. They stick them in the ocean and the trash just flows into them. And I'm trying to remember how many millions of tons of trash it takes out of the ocean every year. And then they also do Wash the Shore, if you've heard of them. They do art projects. They go and they collect trash off of the beaches and then they turn them into works of art. And we have had two, we have a big salmon and we have a seahorse that we had made. So we do a lot of those projects with trash that would otherwise end up in the oceans. So, which is really cool.
That is cool.
So I'm going to tell you, because we got other people who are going to watch too. Having a party is pretty simple, right, Gretchen? Like it wasn't hard. You just invite people, they come, it's fun. We get to hang out. These are some of the rewards that can be earned by hosting a party in August. So for Gretchen, she's working on all these things. Every person who books a party, she gets a prize. So the first person who books a party, she's going to get an enviro cloth because you can't have too many of those. Second person, she gets that pretty window cloth I showed you. Third person, she's going to get a dusting mitt and an optic scarf. Now, it doesn't look like you guys wear glasses, but have you ever taken a picture with your cell phone and it turned out like that? Or your sunglasses look like that? Optic scarf is so nice to clean stuff because literally you don't need wipes. You don't need the sprays. This is going to grab everything. It's got backlock in it, so it's not going to get bacteria and nastiness. Clean off your cell phones, your screens, hook it to your purse, man bag, whatever. Keep it handy. My kids have all of these. All of my kids have these.
You had some that were kind of camo. I sent one to each of my boys one year, and my sons that wear glasses love them, and my other sons use them for their screens.
Yep. Yeah, I use it for my cell phone all the time. I have 5 of them and I don't even wear glasses, but I do. I wear sunglasses all the time. And so I have them for my sunglasses, keep them on my purse. Other fun things, bath towels. We've got the bath towels for August. You can actually earn 2 bath towels in the teal. They look like this. I can't find my teal bath towels right now.
That's what I have. Yeah.
Yep. So you can earn 2 bath towels. The back scrubber. This is a cool thing. You got to wash the back, right? This will get your whole back all by yourself. It's got an exfoliating side and a body cloth side. This is one of my favorite things actually, because I always have an itch right between my shoulder blades. I can't reach it. Exfoliating facial mitt. And then of course, Norwex loves to give free spending money. So you can earn free spending money too, to get
Can
whatever.
you show us the size of the bath towel?
Yeah. Here's the bath towel. Trying to wrap it around me. Wraps around. Perfectly good.
And then how big is it when it's folded up again?
And then, yeah, this is really great because there's a huge savings in how much space the Norwex towels take. So that's folded in fourths.
Yeah.
If you take that and compare it to the beach towel is about the size of a book. So if you were to read Harry Potter, actually it'd be less than Harry Potter. Maybe the first book of Harry Potter, a little bit longer. So they really do save a lot of space. We used to have, for all of the kids, right, with 7 of us, and we basically had 3 sets of towels for everybody. And it took a whole row of our closet, right? Just the whole thing. And it was just towels and they were shoved in there. And now we can stack all of our towels. We can stack everybody's towels in one stack and it fits. For the beach towels, literally I can pack 5 beach towels in a Ziploc bag. If we're going to go raft the river, I can throw them in a Ziploc bag, 5 beach towels. Take them down the river. I can put all these in a backpack and we can go to the lake with just a backpack of towels. They take no space. It's so awesome. Really great when you travel too. All right. Any other questions for me? Sorry, my throat's ugh.
Sorry. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So I will upload this to YouTube. And then once it gets done, I'll post it in the text chat so that everybody can watch it. Also post your shopping link. And then I have a party survey. So you guys can fill that out. I do some prizes. So if you when you place your order, if you spend over $99, I'll send you a Sperry sponge. I didn't even tell you guys about the countercloths. I gotta tell you about the countercloths. Tell you about them in a sec. Here you go. If you spend over $150, you can add a countercloth, a makeup removal cloth, or a travel and viral cloth to your prizes. The countercloths are really cool because one, paper towels, you get those and you're just throwaway money, right? It's kind of like fireworks. You use it once and it's gone. You just burned it up. There's 51,000 trees cut down every single day just to give North America's paper towels. 51,000 trees a day. That equates to 254 million tons of paper towel waste in our landfills every year. The countercloths, this little guy right here, he'll pick up a quarter cup to a third a cup spill without a problem. And then you can wring it out and use it again and again and again. It takes, depending on the brand, 6 to 8 paper towels to clean up that same spill. So I love these because they're going to last forever. Norwex cloths are tested for 500 washes. If you're washing it once a week, like we recommend, that's almost 10 years that these cloths are tested to last. I know people who've had their cloths a lot longer than that. These ones are 3 years old. Can you tell? You can't even tell, right?
They look just like mine when they were new.
Yeah.
I have that cute little house on my counter. And I just got to convince people when they're over that that's the paper towel.
So we hid our paper towels. We stuck them in the pantry. So they're up on the top shelf of the pantry. And we have people ask, well, where's your paper towels? I'm like, oh, they're right there. Those aren't paper towels. I'm like, just use it like a paper towel. It's good. And so we've had people, we're training the neighbors. This is how you use them. But yeah, as soon as we hid the paper towels, because my boys are like, I'm not going to use that. I can't do it. We hid the paper towels within 2 days. They forgot paper towels even existed. Like, we've been using them
around. I keep them around, but I probably go through 4 rolls a year.
Yeah.
Because I use that.
Yeah. And that's us. We have some, like, we've been working on the car. And I've actually used my Enviro cloth on the car to clean up, like when I'm sanding between the paint, I'm using my Enviro cloth. I did use a paper towel once. I'm like, I don't want to get this in my Enviro cloth. I used a paper towel and it left fuzz all over the car. I'm like, now I gotta go through and wipe the whole thing down with alcohol. I'm so mad. So I'm like, I just use my Enviro cloth. It rinses right out of my Enviro cloth.
What kind of car are you working on?
It's a Lexus RX 300.
Wow.
It's a cute little crossover. My son got it. It's a 2000. It's 23 years old. But they're a Toyota. They'll last forever, right? Went through him and my husband, like, they did the engine, they did the timing belt, changed all the things, cleaned the intake valves and everything. And then I've been doing the body work for him. It was at the dealership and we had a big storm and it ripped a metal panel came off and hit the car. And like left a big gash in it and banged it all up. So we got a really good deal on it. We got it for $1,200.
Wow.
And so we got it, like, we'll just fix it. And then we looked at going and getting it painted and we're like, yeah, let's just do it ourselves. So we're spray painting the car in the garage. It's good fun. Good times.
My friend painted hers with her paintbrush or with a house paintbrush, hot pink.
Oh my gosh.
It was awful.
No, his is, it is actually looking really good.
Pink and lime green. And she's an Uber driver. And I had her pick up my parents from the airport. My poor dad coming, 70 years old. He comes out of the airport in Orlando and there's a lady in a hot pink and lime green car. He almost turned around and went back. Plus she was full of tattoos and he's all stodgy. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. I digress.
I tried to get him to do a color changing. So my son totally loves dragons. And I was like, we could do that green, like color changing one that goes like from black to purple. You can't really tell what color it is. He's like, no, I think we'll do gray. So I got him to do a metallic gray. So it has a little bit of, shimmer to it, just a little bit.
Good.
And he was really worried about it, that it was going to be too sparkly. But now that we've got it all on, he's like, okay, I like it. I can't wait to get the clear coat on. So it's all shiny and pretty.
That's awesome. Good for you. I just hope you get your voice back. You're not damaged.
I know. I'm like freaking out about it. And I haven't touched the car for 2 days. I'm like, dude, I can't talk. So
maybe you can gargle with some peroxide or something.
I have been doing that. I've been drinking honey lemon water and I just don't know. It's terrible.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure it will be fine. Like, need to go detox or something, sit in a sauna, see if I can get it out of my system.
Yeah.
But Thank you guys for hanging out
Thank
with
you
me.
so much for your time. And I can't wait to send this to my other friends. And I might send it to like other people that didn't join the party
Yep.
because it's such good products. And I know I mean, I'm not a tidy person, but it makes my life so much better.
Yeah. It just makes it so much faster and easier. Like, who wants to spend all day cleaning, right? I don't want to spend all day cleaning. I want to grab a
And
cloth
my
and wipe my
face,
counter
we
and
didn't
be
go
done.
over the body cloth or the face cloth, right?
Yeah, let me show you the body cloth.
I
So
love that. I mean,
this is the body
Yep.
cloth.
Yep.
This one is fantastic because you can use this to clean your skin. You don't need any kind of soaps. You don't need body washes. I haven't used any kind of soap on my skin in 3 years.
And look at you.
Yeah.
Look at how perfect your skin is. Oh my gosh.
Beautiful. It gently exfoliates. It removes all the dirt and grime. If you wear makeup, it'll take off waterproof mascara. It'll take off lip scents. Let me get this wet. I'll show you.
Okay.
So when you use a body cloth, you don't want it to be super dry. You actually want it to have some water in it, because the drier it is, the more it's going to exfoliate. Let me see if I got something in my drawer here that I can do. I was not prepared. Got a marker. And draw my face with some marker. There we go. A marker. Sorry, it's like light blue. Can you see it?
Yep.
All right. So you're taking off your soap. You're taking off your day's work.
Nice.
Still gone.
Yep.
It feels really good.
I know my face feels so, I mean, I use it, you know, I'm washing and like, oh, my ears are kind of, you know, they get a little greasy in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Just go in there. Everything's clean.
Good between your toes, right? I love the body cloth. This is all we use. So my son, one of my twins, he suffered from eczema really bad, like to the point we couldn't use any kind of laundry detergent at all. And so we were, as he was turning into a teenager, we were still washing our laundry with just water. And it was harsh. Like it didn't matter how much vinegar I was putting in there. It was not getting rid of the smell of teenage boys. And so when we got introduced to Norwex and they were like, really, try this detergent, I was so hesitant because anytime we put detergent on, he would break out and he was miserable. And I'm like, okay, we're going to try it. And I put it on. He put the clothes on. He had no problems at all. And I was like, doesn't make your skin itch or anything? He's like, no. Did you put it on there? I'm like, yeah, I did. And I mean, he was still having problems. We were still using body wash at that time. So we had him switch to the body cloth. So he quit using body wash, switched to the body cloth, and we started washing his clothes with this, and his eczema went away, like completely gone. Like blow my mind. We had been trying for years with doctors. We had tried all the creams, all the things, and he just suffered so bad. And his skin is still really sensitive. Like he's a swimmer. He's my competitive swimmer. And they will lace those pools with chlorine like really bad right before a competition. He'll jump in, he'll swim his 30 seconds. He gets out and he is like a lobster, like beet red rash all over. He takes his body cloth to his swim meets and he will wipe down his skin and it will take that rash away. It will keep him from getting that chlorine rash. He's also a lifeguard or a swim instructor. Like he's in the water all the time.
Wow, that's amazing.
But the body cloth will actually take that off. The Enviro cloth, if you ever run into poison ivy, I don't know, you guys probably don't have poison ivy now. The body cloth will actually remove the oils that will cause the itching and stuff from poison. Yeah. You can just rub it on there dry, it'll take it right off. It's wild.
That's crazy. Well, thank you so much. I've taken up a lot of your time. I can't wait for the link and I'll be sending it out and hopefully people will take the time to watch. I know Teresa is very interested and Carol's mildly interested and we'll just see how it goes. And Annette's a clean freak. And she's just moving into a new place and it's not super nice. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go through that place with a fine tooth comb. So sounds like this is something that she could really use as well.
All right. Well, and let all you guys know when you watch it, if you got any questions, send me a message. Y'all got my cell phone number.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Have a wonderful night.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.